Enjoying the trip so far? In 1962, this town was just like any other small town in rural America. A few stores, a church, and a local dump where they could burn their rubbish.
Until a trash fire at the local dump ignited the coal in the mines that this town is built upon.
And it's been burning ever since.
It's said that these mine fires could burn for another 1,000 years, and due to poisonous gases at ground temperatures of nearly 1,000 degrees, this town is virtually a ghost town.
I feel so incarcerated.
In 1877, a member of the Molly Maguires who was about to be hanged took his hand, rubbed it on the dirt in this floor, and slapped it on the wall and proclaimed, "This is the hand of an innocent man."
Ever since that day, no matter how many times they try to scrub it off, repaint these walls, or even plaster over it, this mysterious handprint reappears within a few days.
Well, Mark, we certainly are deep in the valley.
That's right, the Valley of the Shadow of Death.
But nobody really knows why this area is called the Shadow of Death.
In an odd twist of fate, it really earned the name back in 1966, though, when a madman named Bicycle Bill used to live in the caves up in these woods and took pot shots at the passing cars.
You better get the hell out of here.
I hope he doesn't shoot at budget cars.
I bet you can't guess where we are now.
The owners of this drive-in would like to think that it's their loose meat sandwiches that brings people here, but we know it's the gum.
It's the gum. Come on, let's go inside.
It's just been a tradition for years, since the early 50s. People started putting gum on the wall on their way in, and it's just a tradition that just has grown. And it's been taken off a few times, but it always comes back and even more.
Hi, welcome to Maid Rights.
In 1955, actor James Dean died in a horrible car accident. His car, a rare 1955 Porsche Spider, was then sold off for parts.
Everybody who installed one of those parts suffered a mysterious accident of their own, though. And then in 1960, the car itself mysteriously vanished.
We may never know what happened to James Dean's car, but we know where James Dean is. This grave, appropriately named, is for a man named Dexter Graves.
Although the sculptor originally entitled it Eternal Silence, it's more commonly known as the Statue of Death.
If you stare directly into the face, you will see your own demise.
Oh, hello.
Hey, how did our budget rent-a-car get us all the way over here to Italy to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa?
We're not in Italy. This is the Leaning Tower of Niles. Notice that wind? We're right outside of the Windy City. Believe it or not, that was built as a water tower way back in 1933.
You think it still holds water?
It's falling, quick!
We've all heard of the fabled elephant's graveyard where supposedly giant pachyderms go off to die. But did you ever wonder where those bizarre fiberglass roadside giants are born?
Well, they're born right here at the Fast Corp in Wisconsin. How many Paul Bunyan's have you done?
The smaller ones, we've probably done a dozen.
I'm gonna go chop me some wood.
You even have a Bob's Big Boy over there, huh?
Lots of big boys.
He's running away! About 25 years ago, a disillusioned salvage worker decided he had had it with the rest of the world and he wasn't going to take it anymore.
His solution was to transform himself into Dr. Evermore and built this Jules Verne-esque contraption with which he will one day jettison himself into another dimension.
So do you think Dr. Evermore will ever achieve his dream?
I don't know, but I think when he goes, I want to go with him.
Yeah, I think there's plenty of room for everybody on that bus.